Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. This is Kathleen with Dream Another Day Tarot, and we're just gonna jump right in here. So there's definitely a message wanting to come through. Doesn't have words yet, but there's just like a sense of, you know, inspiration, I guess. So let's see what we've got here today. What do we got for the collective? It's nice to see you guys. Nice to see ya. I've got everything all organized here. I just organized all my, ooh, excuse me. Let's just get right into the reading. We have the Fool. Okay, so the Fool has everything they need for the journey ahead. Sometimes it may not feel like a lot, especially if you're starting over. This is kind of the energy of just letting go of the past and starting something new. But there's a little bit of caution to the Fool card also that doesn't get mentioned a lot. We've got the Five of Swords in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse. So with the Fool card, I want to pull that one too. Four of Cups. Okay, so with the Fool card, there's a bit of caution. So basically it says, you know, it basically says, watch your step. That's basically what the Fool card says. It says, watch your step, because when you're starting something new, there may be things that you don't know or that you don't see yet. So in the Fool card, there's a white dog that's kind of warning the person in the card to just be aware, be cautious, because things can change really quickly, and there could be some unforeseen pitfalls. So just be aware of that. But with the Five of Swords in reverse here, I'm kind of getting the sense that like you're leaving behind conflict. So that could be part of what you're walking away from. And also the Four of Cups is a sense of boredom, or like, I just heard insecurity, nostalgia. Like, you know, where you're just kind of not seeing the opportunities in front of you, and you're really like neglecting to go after something, or you're also like you're neglecting to see the value of the thing that's right in front of you. And so for whatever reason, whatever that is, you're just kind of like discontent and bored, or something like that. So if you're not bored, you could be just not happy with something, and that's okay too, because what I'm seeing, it's almost like I'm seeing a timeline here. So like we've got the Four of Cups, not happy, a little bit discontent, and you could be in some ways not appreciating the value of something in front of you, but it could also be that maybe there's other factors in the situation that really kind of like burdens the experience, right? So you may still be appreciating, because like in this card especially too, I honestly, I wanted to do a wide shot because I haven't seen y'all in a while, and I have these beautiful flowers and I wanted to share them because these lilies just opened up the last 2 days. And so I wanted to do a nice little wide shot for my YouTube fam. But now you guys can't see the cards very well, so I'll pull you in closer next time. But with the Four of Cups, they have there's like this rose that they're like either pulling the cup off of this rose and they can see it, or they're putting a cup over the rose and they're like not seeing it. So it really could go either way, is what I'm getting, but I'm kind of getting the energy that you're pulling the cup off of the rose in a way. And that's just the imagery in this deck. But basically what I'm getting here is like the divine sees this. There's like also this crack in the sky, and there's like this eye peeking through the crack, and there's all these stars in the sky, and you're kind of like, you know, it's like the universe sees this situation, whatever's going on, and then there's this opportunity to move on, and that's with the Fool card, right? So there's this opportunity to move on, but there's a little bit of caution given in the way that you do that. So just be mindful and kind of just step with grace, and like just try and be like very I'm hearing like hospitable or like amicable about this, whatever it is, and just be loving and kind and just your sweet self, because you know what's good for you, and sometimes you have to walk away from things, and I don't think this is going to be much of a surprise in a way, because again, you have shown this kind of dissatisfaction, but you're also like, hey, but like I also appreciate, you know, the goodness about the situation, but there are some other factors that are kind of making it feel like a, you know, maybe even a 70-30. You're like, it's not really 50-50 at this point. I'm leaning towards the door, right? So you're going in this new direction with the Fool card, and then the Five of Swords in reverse. And that to me feels like the end of a conflict. And it also feels to me like there's other people involved in this situation, this factor. And it's almost like I'm seeing like a realization almost, because there's this big eye and all the swords are pointing like in a circle in this eye, right? And I'm almost seeing this, and that also kind of is like, well, so swords also represent communication and truth, clarity and you know, like verbal communication. And so I'm seeing that there's this kind of like realization in a way that like this conflict actually was kind of like just unfounded, or like it was kind of like BS. And I'm getting here that like this group of people that you've been involved with, I'm just getting there's this sense of like withdrawing the sword in a way, where it's almost like somebody realizes, like it's almost like you're in a heated argument or something, and then someone loses their temper and they just stab somebody. And like, this is really triggering, I'm sorry. But then it's like the moment when they pull the knife out and they realize what they've done. And then there's this sense of regret and sorrow and like, you know what I mean? Like, oh fuck, you know? And I don't know why, like I'm getting that, but like that's the energy of it. It's like somebody realizes what they've done to you, and it's like there's this moment where everybody is like, oh my god, like you just did that to this person. Like there's just like there's this group energy, and it's almost like, but what's beautiful about this though is like, obviously, like, you know, nobody's getting actually stabbed here, but it's like it's a spiritual thing, and I think what's really happening actually is like there's this how do I put this, it's like you're elevating beyond this, like that it's almost like you're kind of like at peace with it in a way. There's this peace and this like tranquility and relaxation that comes with the end of this conflict, and I think it's gonna leave a ripple. Like it's almost like there's gonna be like a silence, like a moment of silence for you in a way. Like I feel like this is gonna have a ripple effect when you leave this situation, and I think that the people involved are gonna have some feelings about it, and I think part of those feelings is gonna be like remorse for the people who like were maybe creating this conflict, or like who were involved in this conflict, I'll say, because we all contribute to dynamics, but I think that they're gonna feel a little remorse and like self-reflection, and that's part of the journey that you gift other people. Like that's part of the gift that you bring to other people on their journey, is this gift of reflection. And like in this Fool card, this person is like transparent, like their dress is like completely, you can see through them to the other side, like you're looking at the sky through them. And it's almost like you bring a sense of clarity to people, where all of a sudden they realize like the whole time that I was, I don't know, like projecting onto you, I was actually missing the point, because I was like, what's the word? It's hard for me to put into words, but it's like I was looking right past you, or I was seeing right through you. And so in some ways it's like you're saying like, hey, I have nothing to hide, right? You can see right through me in a way. You're like, you know what I'm saying? Like that I'm being very transparent. There's nothing to hide. And then in this other regard, somebody's like, I didn't actually see you. You know what I mean? So it's like there's kind of this dual message here, where it's like, I think everybody just kind of gets this sense. There's just like, I don't know, this ripple. And then everybody kind of has their own feelings about it. I think that it could cause people to look at other people like differently. Because they kind of realize like, oh, this person really, like some people might have been on the perimeters of this, right? Where they just kind of like, you know, make some jabs. But there was definitely one lead orchestrator in this conflict, and that's the one with the sword, because the reason why I'm saying that is there's all these swords pointing, but then there's only one that's like through the pupil of the eye in the inside. So that's what I'm kind of getting. Also, there's another person on this table. It's the King of Wands in reverse. And I'm getting that this could be like a boss figure. This could be somebody who's in charge in some way. But I'm getting that they're out of balance. And I think part of that is like maybe the like they're not in this card, they're not sitting on their throne. They're standing in front of it. And they're blowing fire from their mouth. And you know, it's like there's fire burning around their throne. But it's like the energy I'm getting from this card is almost like hoping that people can't tell, like hoping people can't see this. But I'm getting that everybody sees it. And that's part of this like transparent thing too, where it's like, I see right through you. And in a way, I think that you see through this person also. And when they're trying to spit fire and seem strong, it actually makes them seem quite weak, and kind of vulnerable, because they're also wearing sandals. And like, again, if this was in the upright, I would be seeing different things about this card that would indicate power and strength. But because of the way it's coming out now, it's like I'm noticing other things about the card where it's like, I think this person is hot-headed. I think they're very aggressive. I think they're also very weak and insecure. And I think that you see this, and I think this is part of the reason why this conflict is, you know, the way that it is, because I don't think that this person has, like, I'm hearing a lot of things, but I don't think they have the people skills to deal with this conflict in a loving way. I don't think that they have the temperance and like the self-regulation right now to be able to address things properly. That's just what I'm getting. So if this is like, for instance, a work situation and this is your boss and you're feeling like there's this conflict happening and you're really not happy where you are, basically you're going to be moving on. And when you do, it's basically going to, and this has probably happened to you before is what I'm getting. You've probably been through this before, and you may not have seen the results of your leaving, because obviously if you're absent, you're not going to see the result of your absence. But your absence is felt, and it exposes people. And I think that, yeah, when you leave this situation, it's just going to expose a lot, and it's going to cause a lot of self-reflection. And that's a gift, actually, that you're giving to people. And you're doing what's right for yourself. Like, I split the deck, literally 7 of Wands, okay? Defending yourself, defending your honor, defending your territory, defending your self-respect, your dignity. I mean, I'm hearing a lot, like you're defending your sense of what is right in the world. And you know, and it's like, I don't want to like give you a big head or like overly praise you or anything like that. But I just want you to know that like you have this certain like level of righteousness within you, that oftentimes it's challenging because sorry, I hope my earbuds aren't getting all fuzzy like a microphone would. But it's challenging because when you bring this to people who are not aligned with you in that way, or they don't necessarily agree with you, and it could be for many reasons, I feel like this really really angers people, because you also stand your ground. And I think that's something that in this case with the 7 of Wands, it's like you can take a hit, you know what I mean? Because like they have this shield, and there's all of these fiery wands in like that have been shot almost like a flaming arrow into the shield, and they're standing there just like, and what, you know, like, you know, like just strong as hell. And so I think even in your vulnerability, you have a lot of strength. And you know, you could have little fires burning everywhere basically, and you'd be putting them out calmly with grace and with dignity. And I think that people see that and it really angers them, actually. I think it really pisses them off. And part of that reason is because of that imbalance, that insecurity, that jealousy. I'm hearing too, jealousy and envy, wanting something they can't have. It could be physical features that you have that they want. It could be, yeah, with this like transparent dress and like the eye just being like, you know, this dark shade of green. And they're like, I don't know the statistics or like whatever behind it, but I know that like green and blue eyes are like a little bit more rare or whatever, or there's like a lower percentage of people that have those color of eyes. So that's why I say that, only because that's just the message that's coming through, that you may have like green eyes or like hazel eyes, where they like change color, or something like that. And maybe this person felt jealous of that for some reason. I mean, that's like a little thing, but it just could snowball, right? Like it starts off with little things and then somebody, next thing you know. But this is a new beginning for you. The other one that I saw was the 8 of Cups. So walking away. I feel like you're walking away. You're happy about it. I actually feel like a lot of peace and tranquility from this reading, believe it or not. I'm not feeling a lot of conflict energy. Like I see the conflict, but it's almost like it's wrapping up, or like it's going to be squashed and settled and cleared really soon. And I think that you are going to be very happy to move on from this. And I actually think that these folks are going to be happy about you moving on too. And like, don't take that the wrong way. Not everybody's going to be happy that you're leaving this situation. I actually think that it's going, like I said, it's going to cause ripples where that people are going to self-reflect. They're going to reflect on their relationships with each other. And there's going to be like I just kind of just see a cause and effect, basically, you know, which is natural no matter what. Like that's just the way it goes. There's going to be some ripple. But look at that, the 3 of Cups. Okay, so the 3 of Cups came out in a recent reading, and I was so happy to see it because this is all about having fun, connecting with people, making friends, just loving on each other, like, you know, like just finding people who love you and you love them, and like spending time with the ones you love, or like, you know, your best friends. Like that's the energy I'm getting. It's like best friends, and it's so sweet because like you really need this energy. I'm getting, especially coming out of this weird situation, I just feel like this is the remedy, and this is the, I don't know what I'm hearing. This is, why am I here? There's like, I'm getting a bunch of song lyrics, but like, this is the melody, that you need to sing. This is the remedy. This is, the melody. I don't know why I'm hearing that. It could be music. Like maybe you're going to dance. Melody. Like it could be like, I don't know. It could be karaoke. It could be concerts. You know, like going to concerts this summer or something. Like there's just this energy of like dancing, having fun, listening to music, you know, having a good drink, like just being with people that like make you feel alive, like make you feel happy. And that's like such a vibe, dude. That's literally, that's it. That's what you need, and that's what you want, and it's a vibe. Spirit's telling me not to take those cards, actually. That's really funny. Ooh, 2 of Cups. Okay. Oh, I just got ringing in my ears. That's so weird. Well, I saw 2 of Cups and 3 of Cups. So like we also are seeing like, well, so, and also 3 of Wands. Okay, so there's something about like, that's really interesting. So there's something about going back to move forward. I don't know why I'm hearing that. It's like it's like you missed a step, or like there was a step missed. Like you missed something, or like maybe even something misses you, maybe somebody misses you. And like I don't want to say like past relationships coming back or whatever. I don't really even want to say that. That's not really the energy that I'm getting. It might not even actually be about this person, or this, you know what I'm saying? It's just like an analogy or something. Or like, you know how sometimes we have relationships or like things happen and it's almost like symbolic in a way, where you're like, oh, I know that like I don't necessarily like want to return to the past or like get with my ex or whatever. That's not what you want. it's actually just an indicator light, basically, like on your dashboard, like in your car. You know what I mean? It's an indicator light that's basically like, there's something that you got to wrap up here, or there's something you need to revisit. You know, maybe you missed a step in this closure process, or maybe you actually missed something in your development. And like, that sounds kind of like heavy, but like, it's really not like heavy. It may be for some of you right now, but I'm not getting that. I'm getting it's like a nostalgic, like a deep nostalgic, like wound almost. And I'm getting this like imagery of like cleaning a wound, right? So like cleaning a wound can be painful. I don't know if you've ever had like an infected wound or something like that. But it's like, you can't just cover it up. Like you cover it up after you clean it, but like when you clean a wound, it can be painful. If it's a deep wound, sometimes that, you know, like if you go to like a hospital or something, they'll like irrigate your wound to make sure there's not like debris in there and stuff. Like for instance, if you had like a really bad accident or something, like road rash, like deep gouges, or like, you know what I mean? Or you fell, I don't know why. Or like you fell down a rocky hill or something. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of like, wow, why would you need to irrigate something? But when you have a deep wound and you have to irrigate it, it's painful. But then once it's clean, you can then, you know, either pack it or ointment or cover it. You know what I mean? And for the love of God, keep it clean. Sorry. I work in healthcare and I hear a lot of fucked up stuff. And so if, like, I'm just saying, you would be shocked. And obviously I can't repeat some of this stuff because it's private information. Obviously I would never say any you know, like specifics. But it's so important to take care of yourself. So important. And if there's little things that are adding up, honey, your health is wealth, and your health is what tethers you to this fucking planet. And if you don't take care of your health, it's just everything spirals. It's expensive to be sick, okay? It's expensive to not take care of yourself. I don't know why. I'm like getting all this energy of like needing to heal, needing to clear, be happy. And like literally you're just flooding it's like the floodgates are open and you're flooded with love right now, okay? Like you're literally being flooded with love, and I'm hearing like, it's just like showering, raining, pouring, flooding. That, you know, like, I don't know why. I'm just getting like this feeling where it's like, okay, this wound within you that you missed out on something is what I'm feeling. Like it's something that you miss. Like what you misses you. You miss being loved, or you missed out on being loved. And it's like, well, like, you know, well, love wants you too. Like love misses you too. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I mean, I guess I am explaining it, but like, you know what I mean? It's just like a really deep, beautiful message. Actually, it's really lovely. And I think that you really, really need to love yourself. Like just, you don't even know like how much purpose you have and how powerful and capable you are. And you're so beautiful, and you're so like, I don't know. I'm just hearing literally so many lovely words about you, and you're so talented, and you're so kind, and like, I don't know, just don't be so hard on yourself. Like, Jesus, other people will do that for you. Okay, let other people be hard on you. You do not have to be hard on yourself. Okay, that's all I'm saying. Whoa, Love is Strange. I don't know if you've heard that song, but you should go look it up. I'm trying to think of Love is Strange. Yeah. Many people take it for a game. Yeah. It's such a cute song. Love is strange. Love is strange. We live in a funny world. And you know, when we love each other, it can be so overwhelming. And when you get that sense with someone that like, you just want to like pour into them and they just want to pour into you, is like this beautiful thing. I don't know why, but like for some of us, it can like overload our nervous system. You know what I mean? And so many sparks fly. You're like, oh, my little neurons are firing. And that can make you feel crazy. and your hormones are like, wow. And so it's really important to take care of yourself when you're falling in love, okay? And it will help sustain your relationship too, if that's what you want. You know, and so I get that, you know, when you're making friends, when you're making love, when you're, you know, you're building something new, it's like there can be all these nerves and all this excitement and fear and anxiety and all these things. Love is a strange and fickle beast, and you know how to love yourself, and that teaches you how to love other people sustainably. Okay, so when you build these skills on your own, and this self-discipline of love, this self-discipline of caring for yourself, you have so many skills. You have everything you need with the Fool card. Okay, some of you have worked many different jobs. Some of you have been with many different people. You've made many different types of friends. I'm getting you're just a very diverse, cool cat. You're a cool kitten. All my cool cats and kittens out there. That's what I'm getting. You're cool as hell, okay? And so this energy that you're bringing to the table is like, it's next level, dude. People feel it even just like when they hug you. I'm getting like, people feel like you're next level, and that can really send off a lot of neurons firing for people, where that they're like, oh, I like this one, and that's great. You know what I'm saying? But you know, like, just be mindful, be transparent, be upfront, be honest, you know, be loving, give what you can, set boundaries where you need to, all that stuff. I mean, I just think love is a beautiful thing, but it is strange, and it is a little scary, and things can go sideways, and that's why we just need to learn how to steer the ship in that storm of love, because it's, you know, and then once things mellow out, then you get to a more tranquil place with somebody. Fully freaking pampered. By the way, this is an oracle deck that I made. And I've got some funny stuff in here. I haven't pulled this out in years now. Fully freaking pampered. And then also I did my part on that one. And I think that is the energy of this situation you're leaving behind. I did my part. I'm proud of myself for that. I love myself for that. Like, you know, I did everything that I could. I feel satisfied. And I think being satisfied and at peace because you gave all that you could is actually one of the best feelings when you're leaving a situation, because, you know, you can be disappointed in other people, but as long as you're not disappointed in yourself, you know, and you also, if you kind of know that like people are going to disappoint you, then you actually, your expectations are more reasonable, and it's not that you have like low expectations necessarily, but it's like you also forgive people easily because you know how people can be, and it doesn't surprise you anymore. It can definitely upset you or hurt you at first, but then after you process it, you're kind of like, oh, like, yeah, I mean, like, I know that that's how it goes sometimes. Sometimes people are, you know, out of balance, or they're jealous or insecure, or they're trying to prove something, or whatever it is. Maybe I stepped the wrong way, you know what I mean? I don't know. Accidentally stepped on someone's toe, so to speak, and then they just couldn't let it go. That's on them. You did your part, whether that was trying to have a conversation, clear the air, make things better, you know. I'm just getting like, this is a big deal for you. You know, like, letting things go is you're really good at it, okay? You're really good at giving people grace. You're really good at forgiving and giving people love and space, and you're very loyal. I mean, I seen the dog in this card, and you're like, you warn people before the misstep happens, right? Because that's what the dog is doing in the Fool card. Don't step off that cliff. It's like, people don't realize, okay, about you. They don't realize this about you. So you know how, like, you know, dogs are man's best friend, right? They love you no matter what. Totally, like, you know, unconditional love and loyalty, to a fault sometimes even, you know. I think that you are a deep wellspring of love and joy, kind of like a doggo. And I know that's really kind of cringy, but like and like I said, this is not like a bad thing at all. I think that sometimes it can be, it can be dangerous for you, because if you love the wrong people, when I say the wrong people, I just mean people who can't honor you and hold you and receive you and return it. You know what I mean? There's just, unfortunately, again, love is strange. I think that when you give that kind of love and you show up in that kind of way and you're just like fun and full of life, I think that it really does like fire off people's nervous systems. You know what I mean? And some of them may respond really, really well to it. And they also have those skills to navigate, and they also can respect boundaries, and they also like to have fun. And you guys are a vibe. That's, you know, like what I'm getting. And that's what that 3 of Cups came out too, is because that's exactly what's happening. Is like, that's, you're sparking, basically. Fuck yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying. Fuck yeah, dude. You're literally getting it. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, you're getting it, and like, you absolutely should, and you should be very proud of yourself. I love you so damn much just came out. Oh, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Aw, that's beautiful. And you know what? There's people who you're leaving in this situation right now. Let's say, whoa, why am I dropping this? Let your life force flow. Yeah, I mean, but it's like, ooh, one more card. It's like the people that you're leaving right now, in this situation, I think that they're gonna feel bad that you're leaving. I think they're gonna feel bad about this, either if they were in any way and directly or indirectly involved in like this situation unfolding the way that it is. I think that some of them are gonna feel bad. I think others are gonna be kind of like, stretch your body, stretch your body, stretch your body. Yeah, some of y'all also could really benefit from moving more, like physically moving more. That also really, really helps things move through your body emotionally. It really helps emotions move through the body, because this is what I'm coming to understand. And like, maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. I think I'm right. I want to pull more cards. I'm not sure which ones though. Like, I'm kind of want to pull like the sexual energy deck. And then I don't know why I'm feeling like kind of like dark energy all of a sudden, but like not in a bad way, but like maybe we pull a little bit of like dark, sexy stuff here in a sec. I might actually have to switch to part 2, only because I keep doing this with these long readings. And then how long has it been? 32 minutes. Okay. And then when it comes time to download and upload and all that stuff, it's like a whole thing. And it's so much easier when the readings are shorter. But like, this is what happens. I love you guys. I get on a roll and I just want to keep going. But I made room on my camera. I've got plenty of space, but I just want to finish this one last message. So this is what I think about emotions, okay? I think, personally, I think emotions are like partially chemical processes in the body, in the brain. Partially, I think they're chemical processes. And so those chemicals, right, like our neurons firing off and creating these little chemicals like serotonin or like adrenaline or whatever, these are like, I think our emotions actually are partially like chemical production in the brain. I think that is proven, but like, maybe not as much, like maybe we don't talk about it as much. We talk about the purpose of these things, oxytocin and stuff like that, but like those I think are linked to our emotions. So this is just my feelings about it. I would love to see studies about this. Actually, I should look it up, because I bet they're out there. I mean, you know, but anyway, I think when these chemicals are released into our brain, into our body, they have to process through our actual physical body and be expelled, like, you know, broken down, whatever, redistributed. And I think that when we don't move our body enough, we're not drinking enough water, we're not eating well, our system is like a little bogged down. It's just like, you know, if you have a vehicle and you're not doing oil changes and you're not, you know, rotating the tires and making sure that, like, you know, you're I don't know, like even just the type of gas that you use or whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're ignoring those indicator lights, baby, okay? This is why I think that health message came up earlier too, is like, please do not fucking neglect your health. And do not fuck around with your health, okay? If there's anything glaring, deal with it. If there's anything little, deal with it before you have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. And like, obviously I'm human, you know what I mean? I love a sweet treat. I love to, you know, get a little buzzy, get a little drinky drink, okay? Have fun, enjoy life, you know, maybe stay up too late sometimes. Okay, so I'm not like a saint or like a health guru by any means. Please talk to your doctor. But all I'm saying is please take care of yourself, baby. If you are feeling any kind of way emotionally, like strong emotions, move your body, stretch, drink water, do whatever you're within your, you know, your physical capabilities that you feel comfortable with, you know. But seriously, I don't know. I'm just getting that. Move your body, like let it work through your system. I think that you're going to be very, very happy for that. Very healthy for that. So yeah. Okay, so I do want to get into the sexual energy tarot and the dark energy, like the shadow oracle cards. So I'm going to get into that, but we're going to do a part 2 for it because I just want to make my uploading easier. But anyway, you guys have been so much fun, and I can't wait to see your comments and say hello to you. All right, bye.